Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. Am I clearly audible to all of you? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Just raise the virtual hand. Okay, fine. Did you all have gone through the link which I have shared? Let's wait for a couple of minutes. Fine, so others also join. In the meantime, you can ask question. Anybody who has doubt or question from the previous session can raise. Yes, one of you have raised hand. Just type your question in chat box. Whoever is not having any question, please lower your hand. Okay. Now just raise a hand. How many of you have gone through the link of CAGR and XIR which I have shared? Any doubt, any question out of that? Very few of you. Good evening, everyone. No doubt. Fine then. Quickly, we will quickly discuss about what we have covered in the last session and a quick recap. Transpose, okay, Prachi, CAGR, XIR. I had shared one link. Did you go through that link? That was related to CAGR and XIR. No problem. We'll do it today as well. How many of you have checked about the test? Just raise the hand. In your LMS, is there a finance test available? Basics of finance test? Please confirm yes or no. No. Test is available in LMS or not? No test available. Okay. What about the notes PDF? You all have checked both the modules notes. Available. Okay. Test I'll check after the session with the team that when it will be available to all of you. Once it is available, you all will get the mail communication, right? When it is open. Okay, let me quickly add one sheet over here. So quickly covering what we have discussed yesterday. Now what, from the very basic, you all know about the cell. This is the ribbon. We had discussed about the file option. In this ribbon, above that ribbon, quick access toolbar is available. Why it is available? Because some of the functions you keep on using on a regular basis, frequently. So here it can be customized. If you want, you can add from here. You simply go to file. Here you will find one option. At the last of file, you will get option. In this option, go to this quick access toolbar. Here you will find the popular commands. Out of this, if you want to add anything, let's say I want to add, although the most of them are added, but let's say this superscript I want to add. Add this superscript is available over here. I need to click only OK for that. If I don't want, I can remove out of it. These are the available options available in my quick access toolbar. If I want to remove it, I'll simply click on remove. Okay. That's what I had suggested for all of you whoever is using some commands on regular basis. Now, rows, column, cell, these are the basic thing which you all know. This is name box. This is formula bar. Whatever formula we are typing over here, we can check in this section. Okay. It can be expanded, it can be unpinned as well, this ribbon. In this ribbon, most of the things are basic, which we use to work in MS Office, whether it is Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So some of them are same, like bold font color, these hyperlink, justification, wrap text, and all we have seen yesterday. One second. Some of you are asking about the link. Link I'll share at the end of the session. Okay, just remind me one more time. Once we are discussing about this topic, we'll stick to that. Other questions will take the link which I had shared yesterday. Today also I'll share at the end of the session. So don't worry, whoever has missed that, you will get that link. Now on which my cursor is there on this, where I can find, anybody can type where my cursor is available. If I have written, let's say CAGR, it is in which circles? Cell F8. Okay. Now quickly revising all the concept like which we have done, functions about the formula. So writing the table. One was the sum. Sum we have done different options. Sum is one auto sum is available over here. Be a little fast because it's a recap. Anybody who was not available can just quickly check what we have discussed. Auto sum, you are adding certain number. I'm randomly typing any numbers. Okay. Now, if I need to add, there are several options. One is manually. I'll simply put equal to, click on this add, which is not worth. Okay. And then enter. That won't work because there is no use of Excel. That will consume a lot of time. What I can do, I can select all, click on auto sum. It has summarized this 2096 is my sum total. Or what I can do, other thing apart from this auto sum, what I can do, I can use the sum function. SUM, open parenthesis, you can see number 1, comma number 2. I can simply drag it down, enter, right? Or if you want to manually type, you can manually type this. Sum F5 is to F10, close parenthesis, enter. And one more option I had told, the shortcut key. Anybody remember the shortcut key which I have discussed yesterday about the sum? Alt equal to, yes, Susan, right. So here, Alt equal to will give you same. Quickly, we have done this. Now, same numbers, if we want to take average, I will change it. Second. Pasting it. This is about average. One option you all know, as per simple manual calculation, we'll add all the numbers. Since these are 6, adding all the numbers divided by 6 will give you average. Here, average function will work. Average. Number 1 to number last number, close. That's it. Fine. Similarly, product, if you want to take product of 2, 3 numbers, you write or similarly, what happens in these cases, let's say these are the product, like units, and this is the price. Like, let's say you are preparing a portfolio composition. How many units you have bought and what is the price per unit? Product, and this is price. In that case, only you are talking about the amount. These units are sold. Let me write units. So total amount will be this multiplied by this. How it works in that case, let's say we have so many options available which we need to copy rather than going and calculating for each cell. How quickly it can be done. We have applied the function in one of the cell. Now simply put it, double click on that plus sign. Everybody with me? Am I going too fast? How the product can be used, product function, to prepare a table. This is how you will change the color. I'm quickly doing for all of you. You wanted me to share the file, you can create on your own immediately. Otherwise, some samples and all details will also be shared with you. Fine. But this way you can quickly do it. Any doubt till now? This way you can create a table out of it. Yesterday we discussed about the shortcut keys, about creating a table. What was that? If we need to create a table, anybody? So selecting this, Control T, and this one the table is created. Okay, here units, price and amount. Here I can just filter based on my requirement since we are doing on short table. Otherwise, here also you can find different styles available for changing the table. You can see upstairs here, upside on the ribbon, you can select any of these. These are the different table styles. You can select from here. Okay, so this is about table. Now in the same table, if you want to change any requirement, let's say if in this table transpose function, someone is asking about the transpose. Okay. So here, what is the available? You can change it. The units, price and amount will be available over here. Copy. Paste special. In paste special, the window will open. It will show you different options for paste and operations. Go to this transpose, check on transpose, click OK. Your table will be like this, right? Here. So this one, what we have done? Transpose. Rows into column, changing the rows into column. That's why. This box, you all are aware about the borders, the way you want to change the border, thick outside border, all units, all checks inside. So all the changes you can do from here if you want to change the table border. Whether you want this grid lines or not, you can change it from here. Transpose, Kartike, transpose here. What I have done, I have selected this. How many of you are able to open the Excel file along with this session? Just raise the virtual hand. How many of you have already opened? Only 1, 2. Okay. Few of you. Just minimize this window. Split your laptop into half. Split the screen of laptop into half. Press the window menu and side arrow key. You will get it. Now transpose once again. Okay. I have selected this table. Here we will convert the rows into column and column into rows. That's what it is being done. So what I have done, I have simply selected this. Control C, copy. Now here, paste. Rather than paste, I have clicked on paste special. In paste special, you will find these options. Out of this, you need to check transpose. Okay, here, right? So we have done table, we have done transpose, small functions are done, average, sum, product. Let me quickly check this index box. What is left? File, backstage view. Backstage view, a lot to do. You can keep on doing. Suzanne, you are not able to use the transpose option. Reason being, you are not selecting the table. There might be, like you might not be selecting the table. What I have done before that, I have selected this table. Then Control C. Without selecting, you won't be. And then rather than, I'll do it one more time for you. First, I have selected this, step number 1. Number 2, Control C. Rather than Control V, right click, you will find paste option. So not clicking on any of the paste option, you will click on paste special. Then this window will open. Okay, you selected the table. Then you need to click on paste special. Then this window will open, check on this transport. Okay. Try one more time. You might be in a hurry. That's why it is not happening. Otherwise, it's an easy option. You will do it later, right? Okay. One more point I would like to tell you all. Let's say we know how to create different tabs. You all know how to create different tabs. These tabs are added by this addition sign, plus sign. You will add different tabs. You have renamed it. That also you know. This I'm renaming to practice. Practice sheet. How we are going to already taken okay. So let's change it to only practice. One. Tab color, protection, all things can be done. Here, I have made one index also. How to check this index? Now what can, if we have made different worksheet. In this workbook, we have created different worksheet. Now, different worksheets are having separate names. Rather than moving, let's say I need to check cell referencing or any of the tab, I'm clicking on this and then moving. How to avoid that? A simple way is go to index. Here, let's say I have using key. Here I have not used, but I'll show you. Let's say first one is practice one. I'll write it practice one, then overview, then using keys. Click on this practice one. Please pay attention. Am I going too fast? No? Okay. For others, see, whosoever is paying attention is simply quickly typing what I'm asking. So that shows me that how many are with me. Practice one, I have clicked, then you right click on that, you will find the link. How many of you are aware about what I'm going to talk? This function? Okay, so here, place in the die. Yes, hyperlink only, but that will help you out to click on that. Rather than moving your cursor, you can simply click on that and that will be directed you to that particular worksheet. Here, what I have done, this using keys. Okay, practice one. Okay, this is hyperlink. Now what, once I click on that, it will take me to this practice one sheet. Get it? So you can prepare it like next is overview. Click on that, hyperlink is created. Place in this document. What was that? This was overview. Okay. Click on this overview. Okay. Now once I click on that, so simply going to index and then you will get to the reference of that particular worksheet rather than moving your cursor or simply putting the keyboard tab. And it looks better as well. Like if you are presenting a file to someone, first cover page is there. After that, you have prepared an index. On that index, you have mentioned each and every tab which is mentioned. So by checking only first page index, they will quickly refer to that link or that worksheet which is required, right? So this you can create. Excel layout, we have discussed workbook, worksheet, cell name, formula bar, ribbon. Everyone aware about these all? Any doubt related to what we discussed? Okay. File option, backstage view, we have seen certain options. You can change the name on which is available once you are opening the file. You can change that name as well here. Options only. Here, personalize your copy of Microsoft Office. You can change username. You can change the color as well. Default setting is green. You to gray. So many settings are there, but avoid here. Office theme is colorful. Here, dark gray and white is there. Let's say I change it to dark gray. My setting will be up and OK. Click on OK. This is we are talking about the general setting. 1 second. So many tabs are open. You can see, right? So this way, if you want, you can change. Okay. Now going to practice sheet once again. Now we are going to discuss about CAGR. Anything else we have discussed? Self-referencing, relative and absolute. Absolute, first we'll discuss CAGR and then we'll discuss this self-referencing, relative and absolute self-referencing. So first about CAGR, here is one question. What I'm doing, I'm typing the question and I'll show you here only in the practice worksheet. Copying the question from that file saves my time. That is why I'm doing that. If you have any question, you can type in chat box. I can take that question as well related to CAGR. Okay. The question is not copied. Calculating EMI, yes, yes. Yes, Gaurav, I'll just note down what are the points which, just remember, next is after CAGR, we are going to calculate EMI. We'll do one question, we'll prepare loan amortization sheet, right? So step by step, first one is CAGR, XIRR, NPV, and today only we'll discuss about the EMI and that loan amortization table preparation. So let's say someone has invested, data is already with us, date of investment, this is initial value. This is value of investment and this is percentage return. There is a difference between absolute return and CAGR. What do you mean by absolute return? In absolute, it is point to point. It doesn't provide the detail of the tenure of your investment. Let's say I have invested for 10 years. Then I had invested 1 lakh rupees 10 years back and now it is 20 lakh rupees. So what is my return? 100%. It has doubled my money, but it is not taking the time into account. What if it is asked with me that how much year on year return it is calculated, year on return it has given me. That means I need to calculate CAGR, which gives you clear picture. Absolute will not take the time period into account. Okay, only the appreciation. It could be 2 years, it could be 10 years. 10 years, your money has been doubled. So now first we'll talk about this date of investment. Let's say someone has invested 1 lakh rupees on 1st of January 2019. On 1st of January 2020 means after 1 year, the value of investment has become 1,30,000. Okay. So I take only this question and this I'll calculate over here. Percentage return. So here only you will get the return. That will be how you are going to calculate return. This value minus this divided by 1 lakh. Right? Or you can convert it into percentage, means 30%. Okay, so percentage return, you know how I did it. Now next is what? For this, how you are going to create 140 minus 130. This is what we have received on this 130. This also percentage. This is manually, and you can easily understand how long will it take once you are doing it manually with the conventional method or formulas which we use. Now, does it give the actual picture? We can do it on up to 2 decimal point. First one, no, CAGR will calculate, Kartikeya. Let's first discuss about year on year return. This is the percentage return. You can match with here. This is what? Percentage return. So let's say your 1 lakh has become 1,30,000. So what is the appreciation? 30%. Means 30,000 rupees on 1 lakh rupees, that gives you 30. Next year what happens? 130 has become 140. That means effectively 7.7% return. Third year this. You had invested for 3 years. You have started investment on 2019, only lump sum investment. Thereafter, you have not done any recurring investment. So only lump sum investment we are calculating, it has been increased to this. And this is based on market. Let's say next year market has gone down. You might get less return over here. Let's say 130 has become 120. That can also be done. Okay, we can change the values. Now what? If we need to calculate CAGR, we have 3 options available. One based on formula. End value divided by beginning value to the power 1 by n minus 1. This can be done. Second, through the Excel function. So we'll take Excel function first. Rate function. Excel function is rate if we want to calculate. N per is what? This is investment for 3. Don't get confused. It is not 4 year. It is 3 year. As we calculate the birth dates, what happens? If someone has born in 2019, in 2022, what is the age of that person? 3 years. So similarly, the simple method to calculate in year on investment is once it complete 1 year. So here my N per number of years of investment is 3. PMT, that means PMT stands for regular investment. Had I made any kind of EMI or 1 per annum investment, it would have been PMT. I'm not using that. So 0. PV is what? What is the initial investment? 1 lakh. What is future value? This means my 1 lakh over the period of time has become 1,90,000. Again, type is 1. Okay. So this is 24. Once I click on this, it is 23.86. This is first method by rate function. CAGR you have calculated. Next is what? RRI function. So RRI only simply this. What is PV? This. FV, this. In some of the system, it might not be enabled. So if it is not available, just do that. This I have done to RRI function. Here you need to take care. You need not put negative sign over here in RRI function. In case of rate function, we keep in mind that PV will always be negative. Like whatever is outflow will be negative. But in RRI function, every numbers will be there. No negative and positive sign. Clear? Rate function. Wait a minute. All of you just minimize this screen, open the Excel worksheet, copy this. I am copying this table on your chat box. Try to do it on your own. It might take 3 to 4 minutes, but once you do it on your own, it will be more clear, right? So do it. Let's do this exercise. I'm waiting for all of you to minimize this screen, open Excel, copy this, and do it on your own. Next, what I'll do, I'll change the values. You need to perform a different calculation on your own. Okay. You want me to copy this? Copy and I'm pasting it on your chat box. It won't be, if it is not available in tabular form, just copy it and do it on your own. Right, all of you can see this. Once you copy the table, I'll put my cursor on this formula so that you can do it. Okay. Once you all are done, just raise the virtual hand. Done. Gaurav, others are a little slow. They are beginners. So let's wait for them as well. Once they raise their hand, we will do it. Right. No, Kartike, it won't be copied. You need to type it because the table which I have copied and pasted on chat box, you need to manually note down it. It will hardly take 2-3 minutes. Just type it. Only 3 to 4 cells here. in the part of date. Then initial value, you can type IV, you can type FV or the end value. Percentage return, only percentage. Done, all of you? I want to see at least more than 70-80% hands, then we can start. See, once we are learning a new concept for beginners, once you are doing it along with class, it will be easy for you to revise. Otherwise, with the small mistakes, you will get stuck. Yes, I'm waiting. Whoever is typing it, I'll wait for 1 more minute for you all. Done, okay. Others as well. Rate once again. Here, I will do it for you. Don't worry. All of you are ready. Let's do it once again. With the same table, let's do one by one. This is first method through rate function. What we have done. Second method, what we have done. Second method through RRI function. Then third one is through that formula, which is end value divided by beginning value to the power 1 by n minus 1. I'll explain that as well, right? So first is rate function. Please pay attention. You can see the formula over here. I will take the reference from these cell and formula will be reflected here. Let's erase these all. Okay. This is absolute return. This is not CAGR. This is 1 year return. So for 1 year, first 1 year, it has given 30% return. Second year, it has given 7%. Third year, 35%. But CAGR, compounded annual growth rate is what? Compounded annual growth rate will be derived from this formula. So first, end value. Sure. I will show the return as well. But first, we'll do this end value. So what is our end value? This 1,90,000 divide. What is my beginning value? This one, initial value. To the power, there is a caret symbol in your laptop. Whoever is not aware, to the power 1, which is above 6. To the power 1 by n, how many years? 3 years. Minus 1. To 23, we can convert it into percentage. 23.86, right? So this is one method. I have not removed my cursor so that you can cross-check the formula from here. And this is what I have written. End value divided by beginning value to the power 1 by n. N is number of year minus 1. Okay, this formula is derived from that PVFP formula only. There's nothing different from that. Once you rearrange or reshuffle, you will move one parameter from left side to right side. This formula can be created, right? Shall I move forward? This end value, beginning value formula 1 is clear to everyone. But usually we don't follow this. It will take a lot of time. Once rate function is there, you can either do rate function or RRI if it is available. Okay, in the meantime, what I'll do, I'll increase the font size so that, right? All done. Let's move to next part. Rate function equal to rate, open parenthesis. Now the formula is in front of you. It is asking n for 3 years. PMT 0. What is present value? With negative symbol, you will put initial value. What is future value? Investment has become 1,90,000. Type beginning or end. Investments are made in the beginning of the period. FB is this, and then 1, right? Percentage up to 2 decimal point, 23.86, all same. Whether you check this or the different method. Now RRI. This is so simple, no complication. 3, then PV, this. What is future value? This. Close parenthesis, enter. 23.85. Okay. All done. Let me know who is not clear, who has any doubt. Wait. Doubt on EV? End value. Reshmi, end value is this. Whatever is the future value. How much appreciation has been done? Your 1 lakh has become 1,90,000. So end value or the future value, what is what? 190. 190 divided by 1 lakh. End value divided by beginning value to the power 1 by n. N is number of years. How many years you had invested? So this in our case, in our example, it is 3 years. What we have done? 3 and minus 1. Error in rate function. So Varna, just type your what you have done. Just type in chat box. I want to check it where you have done wrong. Because there could be different mistakes. You might not have kept negative sign before PV. That could be 1. Instead of 1, you might have put 0. So just type your formula in the chat box. I'll check. Third method, Reshmi, this one. In the meantime, I'll explain this until Suvarna types the error in chat box, right? Fine, Reshmi. So this one, third one is end value divided by beginning value. Here, this is end value divided by beginning value to the power 1 divided by 1 to the power 1 divided by 3 minus 1. Okay. Right? This is what I have done. And if you want, got it. Okay. How to find return percentage? This one, Arjun, percentage is what I have done. This, I have selected this cell. You go to this where I am checking the number. On this ribbon only, you will find these all. General numbers, currency, accounting. Just click on this percentage and then these are increase or decrease in date. If you want up to 2 decimal point, 3 decimal point, it will convert, right? If you want to increase that, Bhani, I think it is required rate of return. That I need to cross check. RRI function I need to cross check. The name, this is abbreviation only. You can cross check also, right? That is you used to calculate CAGR only. Rate of return on investment, I guess. Just quickly check anybody. If anybody has checked the full form, please just type in chat box. Okay, now let me know if there is any confusion in any of the 3 methods which we have discussed. Rate of return on investment. Okay, Gaurav. So that's what we were discussing. RRI, rate of return on investment. Full form is. Formula is simple, RRI. This is only N per PV FV. That's it. You write down equal to RRI open parenthesis N per PV FV and close parenthesis. How to calculate return in the box means, Mohammed, what you are talking, which this one you are talking about. Absolute return. Okay, this also I am telling. See, this is simple way by which you can calculate. Let's say you have invested 1 lakh rupees and it has become 1 lakh 13 next year after 1 year. How will you calculate? So what is appreciation? 1 lakh has become 1 lakh 30. So you have what? 30,000? 30,000 on which amount? 1 lakh. So 30,000 divided by 1 lakh is your 30% return. In the formula, if you want lengthy way, we write like this. 130 minus this divided by initial amount. This way you'll get, you convert it into percentage, 30%, or simply 130 divided by 1 lakh minus 1. This will also give you. Okay. So end value divided by beginning value minus 1 will also give the same answer. Percentage. Right? Any ways you can do. That one, that is lengthy one. This is smaller version of the same thing. Right? Need not calculate and again. Once you have performed the operation here, you can simply drag it down. It will calculate for rest of the cells. I hope it is clear now, crystal clear, no doubt anybody. Now let me change the values. This time you need to calculate on your own. One simple exercise. Rest all thing will remain same. I will not ask you to calculate percentage return, only CAGR. So copying this and just creating a question. So 1 lakh invested, first year, it has become, rather than 130, it has become 1,25,000. Then it has become 152, 185. Years are same, just calculate CAGR for this example. Okay. Any of the three methods will work. Just let me know. Once you all are, few of the answers are there, I will cross check. Question is clear? Okay, so what now? Others? Right. Let me calculate. Okay, everyone got the answer. I can see most of you have mentioned Gaurav, Hitesh, Suvarna, Kartike. Whosoever has got 22, just increase the decimal. All are right, all correct. 22.76, right? Everyone, Urvashi, you are also right. That is 23, that is 22.76. You can increase the decimal. Fine. Then I understood more, this is clear to everyone. No one is having doubt. If any of the question comes which is related to CAGR or for your investment also, you can easily calculate. Right? This is for one-time investment. Now what happens if you are making multiple investments? Apart from this initial investment, you are investing certain more amount on regular basis. For example, PMT. You are making annual investment also for 1 lakh rupees or for 50,000. How will we calculate? Through XIRR we can calculate. Okay, let's take one example from that and we'll copy here. Okay. We will take this example only and calculate XIRR. Now you know about the date on which investments are made. This is beginning of the investment. Here, what is going to happen? Cash flows are positive. That means you are receiving the amount. You have invested something. It could be in the form of dividend. It could be in the form of, it could be one project which is giving you certain values on different dates. These dates are not on a regular interval. If the dates are not falling on regular interval, XIRR is best method. Otherwise, if dates are on regular intervals, if the cash flows are received on regular intervals, you can use IRR function. Means rate of return can be calculated through IRR if you have the dates are on regular intervals. Getting my point, what I meant to say, anybody would like to repeat what I said? What is the difference between IRR and XIRR? In which situation we will use XIRR and in which situation we'll use IRR? Karthik, CAGR is compounded annual growth rate. Means your investments are, returns are compounded. Let's say your first year of investment is 1 lakh. You had invested 1 lakh, it has become 130. Now what? The compounding will be done. That 130 will be appreciated. And then the return will be on that. Right? Now let me read the answer. Most of you have written. So IRR, regular interval, right, Rudra, is the regular and XIRR for irregular. So in case of IRR, XIRR, dates are different. In this, you can see someone has invested on a project on March 2015. Now what he started receiving some amount. He received 25,000 on 2016. These dates are different. It is not occurring on same interval, on not regular intervals. Some July, August, September, June, April. So had it be same year on year, let's say every December someone is receiving amount. For example, any policy. Okay, any of the policy pension plan which is giving you the return on same date. IRR will be available, means can be utilized over there because you are receiving the cash flows on regular intervals. But here, let's say you have invested in mutual funds. You have invested sum of 1 lakh rupees. Thereafter, you invested certain more amount on some specific date, which is not SIP. You have received certain dividend also, that will be inflow. In that situation, how you are going to compute the compounded annual growth rate of that particular investment? XIRR will help you out. It will be a best method. Okay. Okay, everyone, whosoever has written in the chat box, all correct, everyone right. One or two are little bit here and there, but you will understand. Now what these dates are mentioned, cash flows are mentioned. We will change with different example as well. First, let's take out here XIRR equal to XIRR. These are the values. We will select all the values, comma, and these dates. Simply close parenthesis. 34.6 is the XIRR. Okay. Now what? With the same example, we'll change certain values. Let's take as if it is mutual fund investment. You have invested 1 lakh rupees. Thereafter, instead of receiving, you are somewhat receiving and somewhat more investment is done. Let's say on 30th 8 2016, you made more investment of 5,000. So it will be negative 5,000 outflow. Then you had made another investment 10,000. You have received in the form of dividend 8,000 rupees, which I'm keeping at positive. Then you made another investment of, let's say, 9,000. or 19,000. You received sum of 5,000, sum of 15,000, and here this one is the final which you have received. Let's make it more than this because it is 1 lakh. I'll make it 1 lakh 50 or 180. Okay. Can anybody calculate? No, you need to type dates, etc. Let me do it. So here, these dates. This is 6.8%. 8.23, right? Everyone received the answer? Any doubt, any question? Similarly, you can create a different table out of that where you have invested some amount, there is SIP. SIP or will be debited in from your account on regular intervals. For that, you can take IRR as well. Year on year. Joyson, it is year compounded annual growth rate, not the absolute return. If I talk about the absolute return, that will be different. This I'm talking about compounded annual growth rate. My investment has given me 8.23% per annum. Okay. Yes, that's what we have just discussed, Aegis. That is supposed to be used where multiple random inflows and outflows are there on different intervals. Which one? This one? X equal to XIRR, open parenthesis, you will select all values from the cash flows, separated by comma, and then select all the dates from starting till end. Date format should be this. If dates format is not this, that might show an error, right? You should not put dot. Anybody would like to copy it or anybody would like to do it, please copy it in your Excel. Please type it. I'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that you can do it. Okay, in the meantime, I'll share that link. Some of you were asking about that link of video, which I shared in the last session.
Hello everyone, I am Kushi and welcome to Data Trick.
Just a minute, I'm just copying the link. Wait a minute, I'm copying the link. Copy. You can easily get it from Data Train website, which is available for the. So I hope all of you have received that. Yes, everybody got that? The link which I have shared. Okay. Fine. Till here it is clear to all of you. Any doubt related to whatever we have discussed so far? Now we'll move to next part, that is IRR, CAGR. Yes, Karthike, you can go to Data Trend website. There you will get so many links which might be feasible for all of you to go through. IPO link I had shared. There you will find. Or otherwise raise a ticket to me. I'll share the links over there. Now coming to this next part, IRR. I'll take the question from here. I'm deleting the answer so that I can show it to you how to solve that. Okay. These are 2-3 examples which we'll do for IRR. That is internal rate of return. Shall we begin discussing? Everyone done? Okay. Now what? Let's take one situation. Now this time you all will do it. These are very quick. You can write down in your Excel. Year, you can make table like this. Year, you will begin from 0 to 5. That means we are talking about 5 years. No, Karthike, I think that option is not available because of the format of the course. Otherwise, what another option is, there is one more Q&A section. You can write there. But if there is any technical glitch, you are not able to type, you can raise a ticket same day. You will get the answer of your queries, right? Even after the session also, you can raise your queries. Okay, fine. So quickly just type these two things. One is year and second is cash flow. In one table, add these 2 points, year quickly 0 to 5 cash flows. You can write down this 1000 crore. These are in crores since we are talking about a small project. So 1000 crore. First year that project gives 2000 crore. This is outflow, this is inflow. Second year 3000. Third year 4000, fourth year it does not give any of the inflow, then 5000 at end. Okay, Gaurav, I got your response. Others also please quickly do it. The formula will be equal to IRR, open parenthesis. You need to select all values. Date is not required over here. Date is required in case of XIRR function. Only 1 or 2 answers are there. Please do it fast. Okay, most of you have done. So quickly do it like this. 11.48, right? Everyone done. Do this second example, copy down this second example. We'll do it for practice only. One more question. After completing this, just a 5-minute break and then we will discuss other concepts. Okay, anybody would like to share the answer of this question? 11, okay. Few are very quick. Suzanne, okay. Equal to IRR. Right, most of you have done. The idea behind this is to understand the concept 11.86. Whosoever is writing 12, that is also right. Just do it up to 2 decimal point. Everyone write. 12 is also correct. Only just make it up to 2 decimal point. It will be 11.86. Right. Okay, then fine, everyone. We'll take a short break of 5 minutes and then we will discuss few more concepts which we decided. One is there are quickly after this we'll do loan amortization part and then other functions, few functions, right? Joyson will share one PDF book that will be shared with all of you in LMS. Although you can find so many Excel books over there, but one of them is available. So we'll share the soft copy with you. So most of you can easily access that you can download it as well. Otherwise, n number of PDFs are available for Excel. You can anyhow refer to, no needs for different notes. The most basic function you need to perform on regular basis, you will have hands-on practice, right? So just take 5 minutes break and we'll back soon. Okay, everyone, all are back. Everyone came back from the break. Okay, fine. So till now there is no doubt, or is there any doubt on whatever we have discussed so far? No. Shall we move forward? Okay, in the same practice sheet only, we'll do loan part. So what was the question? Let's create a question on loan. I'm taking noting down one question from this previous sheet. Just let me know any of the random data. Let's say what could be the rate. Anybody can type the rate. If someone has taken loan of, let's say, 20 lakh rupees, what should be, we'll keep as a rate of interest? Manish, your answer is 12% because you have not adjusted up to 2 decimal point. This one was 11.86. This one you are talking about. Let's see this. I have clicked on this cell. If you remove this, it will become 12%. Now my answer is also 12%. You need to increase in debt up to 2 decimal point, 11.86, right? 10%, okay. So I'm taking the rate as 10%. Okay. Okay, fine. Did you get your answer, Manish? Now fine, rate of interest is 10%. 10 I have taken as N per, like number of years. Same way as we have calculated in the previous session, we'll calculate PMT. How much EMI should be there for this loan? These two dates I have mentioned, that means loan disbursement and this EMI on this date. See, once the loan is reimbursed, next month onwards, the EMI will start. So EMI will be debited on next month. Suppose this month the loan is being disbursed, from next month only the EMI will start, right? So this data are important once we are making the amortization table. N per we have taken 10, rate of interest 10%. Present value is this. We need to calculate PMT of that. What is rate? 10. Same, we'll divide it by 2. N per 10 multiplied by 12. Reason being we are giving 120 EMIs. PV, this won't be negative. This is cash inflow. Future value 0. And since it's loan, I'll put 0. So this will become. This is the same question I think we have done last session. So for loan, okay, Kartikeya, I'll go slow. I'll change it for one more time. I'll change the rate of interest and show you a different calculation as well. Right. So Kartikeya, what you didn't get, this one is here, mentioned here. I'll do different way as well. Equal to, let's say 10%, you will divide it by 12. This, you need to synchronize. So this multiplied by 12. This is how many EMI you need to pay. You will pay 120 EMI and this will be the rate of interest on monthly basis. Now what? I'm creating it. Okay, this way we'll create a table. This is loan amortization table. First is the serial number, date, EMI, interest, principal, and outstanding amount. What is the loan outstanding? So this one is the outstanding amount, 20 lakh. So this date I have taken 1st April 2021. Then 1st May 2021. This is one. EMI, we have calculated this. So 1st of April, there will be no EMI. EMI will start from here, 26,430, 26,430.15. Right? What is the interest amount? Interest will calculate through this, equal to outstanding amount into what is the rate of interest? 10% you told me, 10% divided by 12. This will be my interest amount on this EMI. So what is the principal? EMI less interest. And what will be the outstanding amount? This amount minus this. Right? Just check anybody who is having any issue if you are not getting. Now, what I'll do, we have 120 EMIs. I'll simply select these two and drag it to 120. I need to find up to 120. The rest thing Excel will do automatically, like I need not calculate for each and every. Only first I have done. Now, similarly, I will select these two dates. I'll put Anshuman, I'll put it on EMI formula as well. Let's first see this, what I'm performing. This is on date. I have selected both the dates. Here you can see this sign, plus sign. Just double click on that. You will see it will be automatically dragging it to the last EMI. On which month you need to pay last EMI. Since we have taken 10 years, 1st April 31, the last EMI will be debited. Okay. So first two columns are done. EMI will remain same. So that I have double clicked on this. This interest, principal, and this. Select these three, click on this. Now at the end, you will find 0. This is -5. That simply means loan is paid. If you don't get 0, if you don't get less amount or it is completely done, that means there is some error in your table. It will hardly take 2 to 3 minutes to create this loan informatization table. Here, someone asked me to put this EMI formula. EMI I have calculated like this. I'll do it one more time. How we calculate EMI. This time I'll use number so that once you check the formula bar, you will not get confused, right? But try to refer this only. Refer the cell. I'm not referring the cell this time so that you all can see it one more time. Equal to PMT. From PMT function, what is the rate of interest? Rate is 10%. 10% divided by 12. Next is what? N per 10 multiplied by 12. What is PV? 20 lakh, 20. FV is 0. Since it's loan, I'm putting 0, right? All of you can see this here. Now you won't get confused. You will come to know what are the numbers which I have put. If I put here, you will find difficult to check the cell reference, right? Check it one more time. Tell me if there is any doubt, any question. All clear to everyone? I can't see any question. That means is it clear to everyone? How is this interest calculation? So then interest I have calculated based on the first amount like this. This one, the previous one formula. Wait. First, the question is from Suvarna. Suvarna, you wanted me to calculate interest. Interest is calculated based on outstanding amount. Okay, how much interest? Interest will be this amount multiplied by this. This will be the interest for this particular month. Outstanding amount multiplied by rate of interest divided by 12 will be the interest for this month. So this we have taken. Right? Previous one formula, this one. You can see. Yes. Interest formula is this. Total amount which is outstanding, that is 20 lakh, multiplied by this 10% rate of interest divided by 12. Because we are talking about interest of 1 month. Now quickly check if there is any doubt, any question you can ask. One or two more points are there. With this table only, you can create outstanding amount. Right, this is the interest amount. Principal is EMI minus interest is principal, Urvashi. So here, how do I get the principal amount? EMI minus interest. Principal amount. And this outstanding is what? Previously outstanding means total outstanding was 20 lakh. 20 lakh minus principal amount will be my outstanding amount. Okay. This is interest. I will write it here. This one is interest amount. How did I calculated the interest amount? Equal to outstanding means loans outstanding. Initially for first month it will be total multiplied by rate divided by 12. Rate is 10%. So rate percentage. Okay. For your convenience, I have mentioned here. How did I calculate it? The next part you are confused. So I'll write it here. How did I arrive at the principal amount? EMI minus interest, right? So for the first one, this is the EMI minus interest. It will give you the principal amount. Which one? Which screen is different? Manish, what are the error you are talking about? My screen is visible to everyone. Just confirm. Yes. Okay. Then why you are mentioning like screen is different? Anybody facing issue with the screen? How to get interest? This is the interest amount. Loan outstanding, this is 20 lakh multiplied by the rate of interest 10%. Since we need to calculate monthly, so we divide it by 12 pages. Okay. Outstanding amount, this is loan outstanding. Let's say we need to calculate for this month. So 198, this outstanding 199 multiplied by 10% rate of interest divided by 12, you will get for here. Excel is coming in. Yes, we are discussing Excel only. So Excel will come on screen. We are discussing about this loan part. So Excel will come. Manish, I think there is some issue with your screen. Your screen might have been stuck. For others, my loan table is visible. This loan table which I have created is visible to everyone. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, Prachi, thank you. For others, it is visible. Manish, please check your device. Any doubt, any question out of this table? Okay, table is clear to everyone. You all can create. Last period in table. This one. I have dragged it till 120. Dates are also there. Then last one is minus 0.53. That means loan has been completed. No outstanding amount. So once you get this, that means your table is correct. If you get some amount, that means there might be some error. You might have made a small mistake. That is why your answer is positive. If any value comes here on the 120th installment, that means there is something wrong. Okay, one or two functions which are related to this loan only. Principal payment and interest payment. That also you can find out. I'll tell you these two functions. One is IPMT, that is interest payment, and second one is PPMT. Interest will be based on this. It will reduce because the outstanding amount is reduced. Once the loan outstanding is reduced. Yes, Mohit, it is correct. This will be for outstanding amount. No? Once the outstanding amount is reduced, automatically your interest amount will be reduced. Interest will be on outstanding only. This is correct. So first you are paying interest on this amount. And then as it decreases, your interest decreases. Getting it, Mohit? Okay, next question. I was talking about this IPMT, interest payment and PPMT. Let's say I need to find out the interest payment on any specific installment. How do I get it? Through IPMT function. IPMT. Wait. So rate of interest is what? 10%. Let's say I need to check for 14th installment. Okay. 1 second. One question is there. Let me first finish that question. Then I'll take this. Yes, Mohit. What exactly you want to understand? Any doubt? First, we'll discuss that doubt. I think that there is some issue. Yes, yes, Ayush. Fine. That is okay. Okay, Ayush. Yes, Mohit, please write down. But I'm not moving forward because I still feel that there are certain doubts in this part. So let's first clear the doubt, then we'll move forward. Anybody else is having doubt with this table? No, 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 Mohit, it's not bigger. You can check here. Here it is not bigger. It is up to 4 decimal. Will decrease the decimal point. You might be confused because of the font size. I'll increase the font size and make it up to 2 decimal point. It is not bigger. Wait a minute. Let me remove the confusion part. 1 second. Give me a moment. Okay, is it fine now? This was just because you were checking about this point. Okay, is it fine? I hope it is clear now. Right? You can create your own table one more time and then you can check, right? But still, if you have some issue, we can discuss it in next session as well. Right? I hope it is clear now. Your doubt was just because of the 4 decimal point. It is now up to 2. Now it is clearly visible. Fine, let's move ahead and discuss some more points. Okay, then what is left about one more point related to absolute referencing and relative referencing. Anybody aware about this concept? You know about what is relative referencing and absolute referencing? Just raise the virtual hand. Okay, in this same example we'll do, on this sheet we have 2-3 examples. We'll follow it here. Why I'm taking these examples? Because here you will learn something additional and then you can copy it. If we are following the simple table, that might be a different aspect. Mohit, I think now doubt is clear. Just raise the hand or just clear me that your point is clear. You have typed one question. Absolute means fixing cell with F4. Okay. Now what relative means that as we are doing in the previous table as well, we are multiplying the investment amount with return percentage. We are simply dragging it down like here. Just pay attention to this example. Okay, Mohit. Okay, fine. That was because of the decimal point, I think. Okay, here you can see this is invested, amount invested, this is return percentage. And then how much is the amount, like the return? Return in amount, return in percentage, 10% return. So what is the amount of return? I earned 1,000 rupees. I invested 10,000 rupees and the return of that investment product is 10%. So effectively how much amount I received in terms of amount, it is 1,000, right? So here what we have done, we have simply done investment amount into rate of return. Now what? I am simply dragging it down. So it is showing me for each and every investment amount, right? This is called relative referencing. Means whatever I have done, the function which I have done for first cell, it is following similarly what it is doing. In next, you can see first one was C21 into D21. Like what is the treatment of C21 and D21 will be followed in. Similarly, that will be followed on all downward cell numbers. Here C22D, here 23, 24 and so on. This is relative referencing. Now if I talk about absolute referencing, what is going to happen? Absolute referencing will be for one particular cell. There I need to put $sign to freeze that. Okay, I'll freeze that so that it should not copy. So either F4 or you can simply put $sign. Sometimes if on your laptop F4 is not working, then you can do this dollar symbol over here. I'll do it for you. Let's say I want to take the return for each and every investment. Now I'll do it here so that you should not get confused. Now what for this? I want 10% return. Similarly for others also, I want 10%. I want to freeze this percentage return. I don't want that this should be dragged. Excel will extrapolate to downward, but I don't want that. I want it should be multiplied with the same first return of fund manager of serial number 1. How will I do it? I'll simply freeze this. This D I will freeze. So that means once I do this and drag it down, you can check 12,000. This is 10%. 14,560 also it has taken 10%. For each and every investment amount, it has taken 10% because I have checked this. This is absolute referencing. Fixing oneself and then dragging it down. Right? Here, in case of relative, what is going to happen? It is simply dragging it down and cell reference is being followed to all the destination areas. But in case of this, it is not that. Anybody who is finding difficult to just put the dollar symbol, this. Okay, let's say you are creating a small portfolio for yourself where you have purchased some shares like Mahindra, Britannia, Vedanta and all. Purchase price, purchase quantity. Now what, rather than calculating for each and every one, you are just putting the formula for one. Yes, F4 is for freeze cell, but what happens in some laptop, it somewhat it creates issue. It does not work. For them, I have created. Otherwise, you can simply put F4. Press F4. Sometimes in some laptop, it doesn't work. That is why I have suggested another way. So manually, they can also put dollar sign. Shortcut key is F4 only. Okay, simply dragging it down. Clear, everyone? Okay. As I discussed that I'll share one PDF that will have most of the functions, formulas, or that is a kind of book only. You can go through it and find if you have some relevance or if it can be used for other functions as well. You can go through that in detail. That will be uploaded in your LMS maybe by next week. Monday or Tuesday, you can check. It will be available for you. Okay. Okay, then fine. I'll tell you about one more formula. I'm thinking that I should share it or not so that others might get confused who are beginners. So let's do it in third session, right? Because creating so many formulas and all will create a problem. That is why I'll share it later as well. Okay, Prachi. So just a quick revision. I was trying to share, but not sharing, just to keep everyone in mind. आज बहुत हो गया, she is writing. Okay, so quick recap. If it's too much, आज बहुत हो गया, तो revise करते हैं. Any issue, any problem with whatever we have discussed? Quick recap. Yes, Anshuman. XIRR, okay. These are the questions you all are typing. I'm just noted down. IPMT I have not discussed, Anshuman. I think next session that I have not discussed. Reason being, it will be too much as someone is saying. EMI and the table, okay. I'm writing it here. What are the doubts coming? You all are writing. XIRR, EMI, and okay. So XIRR, let's create a very small amortization table, Roshni. Okay, Reshmi, I'll discuss that. These three are the doubts I have mentioned it here. Anybody else? Anshuman, IPMT will discuss in next session also, right? That is about the interest payment. First, the amortization table is not clear, then it will create some issues for others. So let's first understand thoroughly, as you all have answered about the CAGR, XIRR, IRR question. It is very fine that whatever concept we are discussing, you all are understanding. Table for XIRR, Suvarna, yes, I'm creating it. One random example for XIRR table. Okay. Let's take, you have invested some amount. I'm taking a hypothetical example. Okay, Mohammed, fine, that is fine, completely fine. We are discussing the questions. Now, in rest 20 minutes, all the concept or all the doubts will be taken. Since why I'm taking more time? Because these are some calculations that will take more time rather than theoretical explanation. Yes, Suzanne, you can do one more time. Whoever is finding difficult for amortization table, just do it one more time by watching the video. Okay, fine. So first we'll start with XIRR. So when calculation, everyone whosoever is available in the session, please pay attention. We are discussing these concepts once again, because 2-3 doubts are there. Some of you are not able to understand. I'm doing it one more time. So for XIRR, write the date and then amount or cash flow. It should be negative, it should be positive as well. You all are aware, once it is cash outflow, it will be negative with negative sign. If it is cash inflow, it will be with positive, like there will be no sign. No sign means it is positive. That is inflow. So let's say I have invested some amount in mutual fund on 1st of January 2023. Okay. So this is cash outflow. I have invested, let's say, 2 lakh rupees. Then again in the month of March, take any random date, 21 March 2023, then 15th April 23. Okay, here investment is here we have withdrawn. Let's say we have withdrawn X amount, 50,000. Then withdraw 15,000. Again invested 6,000. And here final redemption. Final redemption, since he has invested 2 lakh, randomly I'm just calculating it, 2 lakh plus this, then this. Let's assume that he has received 3,50,000. So what is XIRR? Values and these dates. Convert it into percentage. Okay, I have taken quite high amount because 50,000 was already 32%, right? Getting my point? Whoever has raised the question related to XIRR, you can take any random example of these inflows and outflows. Mohit, for that, what you can do, you can raise a ticket. For everyone, whoever is having doubt, we can discuss the doubt in this session, or ticket is one more option to get in touch with me, where you will find the solution. And some of you who are asking about my ID, LinkedIn ID, it is my name. I'm mentioning my name. Whoever wants to connect, they can connect with me. Okay, but tickets will be responded quickly. LinkedIn, I might not be regularly checking. Okay. How to set date? Date, I'm typing it here. It should be the date format. So Suvarna should be like this only. If the date format is incorrect, then you might get error. Yes. So what you need to do here, date format, you need to fix it. It should be like short date. This. You should select date format like this and drag it down. It should be same. Now, if you drag it down, that will be same date. If you are typing, but just make sure it is short date format. You won't get any mistake. And yes, cash inflows and outflows, these two things should be kept in mind. Rest all is fine. Now, if you're talking about IRR in this, so in this question, if the cash inflows and outflows are like this, it will assume that it will happening on the same date. So that means SIP kind of thing. In that case, you will take internal rate of return, not XIR. There it will take regular intervals. Now next is what? EMI calculation. We'll take one simple question for EMI calculation. This I'm just taking random questions. Let's say loan amount is 10 lakh. Rate of interest 8%. Same this is loan amount that we term as PV. This is the rate. And for how long the rate is? And for like 15 years. This is quick example for you, hypothetical example. Now, what will be the PMT in this case? Or EMI rate is 8%, 15 years. Future value, present value is this 10 lakh, future value is 0. And since it's loan is 0. So what is the EMI? EMI is 9,556. This is the EMI. Okay. So I have addressed these two questions. One is about XIRR, second EMI. IRR, internal rate of return. So here, another example, IRR I'll take. So here, 0, 1, 2, let's say 10 years. 1, 2. For 10 years, first year's outflow is 1 lakh. 50. And then you are receiving regular inflows. I'm keeping it same, or you can keep it 10,000. And 10th year is receiving 1,20,000. So what will be the internal rate of return, IRR? %11. You can change it to percentage, 10.61, right? So IRR is also clear. Now one doubt is left related to amortization table. Please let me know if there is any doubt. We have randomly created question over here just to make you understand how to calculate it. So here you can easily understand the concept behind it. The loan amount is 10 lakh rupees. We have taken 8%. As the tenure increases, your EMI decreases. You go for a longer tenure, you need to pay less amount as EMI, right? So from the previous EMI table calculation, what we have taken, the loan amount was 20 lakh rupees, rate of interest was 10%, and the tenure was less 10 years. So that was giving us nearly 26,000 rupees per month EMI. Here it is 9,000. Reason being tenure is more and the loan amount is just half to the previous question, and rate of interest is also less. That is why EMI is less. Okay, so quick with this question only, this loan question, I'll create amortization table. So this one is EMI, what we have calculated over here. Same way, it is 15 years, so we'll drag it down. First one is serial number. 0, 1. 15 into 12, 180. So I'll drag it to 180. Plus sign. Drag it to 180. 70. 80. Okay. Now the date. So first will be disbursement. We can take any, like 1st of January 2023. So 1st of February 2023 will be EMI. Then outstanding. EMI is 9556. Which will be start from here. Who asked this question? Amortization table. Please raise the hand. Just type in chat box. Are you getting? Or any doubt? Okay, Rashmi. All clear till now with this example? Okay. So this one is EMI, which we have calculated. Now interest, how will we calculate interest? Here. This is the outstanding amount multiplied by the rate of interest divided by 12. This is interest amount. And here outstanding is what? 10 lakh. I'm not referring the cell so that the concept should be clear. Principal will be EMI minus interest is principal, and outstanding will be this amount minus principal will be outstanding. EMI will remain same. I will select these three. You can see when the loan will be finished after 15 years, 0.29, right? So here, if you don't get any positive value, it means you have not made any mistake in the creation of table. Fine. Okay. So I think all the doubt questions are clear. Whoever asked about these 4-5 questions, I have done it one more time with different examples. All right. Krishna, these are, see, there are different functions. Once you are practicing these on all functions, you should be able, like based on our syllabus, we have certain functions which used to be, you should be performing that. You might not be requiring calculate the loan, but yes, there are certain functions which you should know as a finance background student, right? So that's why we are explained. CAGR, these are very common and simple questions, but most of the students, most of the finance guys, they are not able to do it. They might make certain mistakes. These are used in different aspect. Financial modeling is different concept, but still you should aware about the basic functions using keys, shortcut keys, Excel functions, formulas. So here we are doing about the basic part. Gradually we'll move towards that. More you read, more you go through, more you understand about the different functions. Yes, Manish, I think one sample sheet will be uploaded. Or you can open this recording and split your screen and can do side by side as well. And meanwhile, this practice of finance questions will also be available. You all can do that. Okay, finance questions will be available. Basic of finance test. That can be done. I hope that's all for today because most of the concepts are clear to all of you? And you can practice it later. If there is any doubt, we can discuss it in our next session as well. Moreover, you can connect with me through ticket as well. Okay. Yes, Krishna, we'll discuss it in our next session, right? We can discuss in brief what are the points which are covered. DCF model is being created, that too in Excel. Relative valuation model are created, startup valuation. So these all are created. You are calculating beta, you are calculating weighted average cost of capital. So these all things we are taking different valuation multiples, downloading the different reports and getting the data from these reports. And then we are doing these financial statement analysis. These all things will be part of the financial modeling sessions, right? Okay, everyone, that's all for today. Keep these all questions in mind, keep practicing. If you have any query in whatever we have discussed so far, we can discuss it in our next session as well, right? Okay then. Happy Holi to everyone. Yes, yes, Kartik. Happy Holi. Same to you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you and have a nice day and wish you all a very happy Holi. Sure, sure. Everyone, that link will be shared to all of you, right? Thank you.